I'm Alexandra Riley, CFMP, Vice President and Agency Principal at Banktastic, where we help financial brands build love and loyalty. In our experience, clients are often the first to jump straight to tactics without putting strategy first. They want to jump to the end. And sometimes this happens because they've got their team around the table and they're trying to come up with that next great idea, that next product or service that's going to bring in revenue for the bank. The problem with this kind of thinking is that it's putting the bank's needs ahead of their customers. And if they think about the customer need first and the customer journey and lifestyle and life stage, then they can cultivate a longer, more rewarding relationship with each and every customer. At Banktastic, one audience that we think is particularly important to pay attention to is the millennial audience. We believe so strongly in this that we've established a National Millennial Advisory Board. Currently, we have more than 225 members from across the country that we are in contact with, that we survey on a regular basis, that we test ideas with on a regular basis. We get their feedback on how well their bank or credit union is serving them, on what financial needs they feel are unmet. And one thing we have learned from them is that they are hungry for financial literacy and financial education. This might be because financial literacy skills were not taught to them by their parents. Perhaps their parents took care of finances. Perhaps their parents themselves didn't have the skills to pass it down to them. Or perhaps they weren't taught in school about those skills. But we know that banks and credit unions are naturally positioned to be that guide, that consultant, that trusted source of information. In thinking about product offerings that are appropriate for the millennial generation, we have to consider what life stage they're in. If they're between the ages of 24 and 40, they're establishing themselves in their professional careers. They're establishing themselves in a family life if they have chosen that path. So for families that have children, a product offering that would make sense for them is a child savings account. Now you might think, well, where is the revenue in that? But remember, we're looking at what their lifestyle needs are, offering them financial literacy, and creating a relationship that can grow as that customer's assets grow, as they mature into their careers. In thinking about this children's savings account, let's say you want to establish one, or you have one and it just needs to be amped up a little bit. You need to rethink what you're offering and make it more appealing to customers. First, consider the age range of the child that you're targeting to make sure, does that resonate with the parents? Is it interesting to the child? And what is it delivering? Maybe it offers them discounts at experiences in your local community, something that helps the parent and child have a shared experience, like at the local zoo or a museum or a local theater. Think about what it is you're trying to accomplish, and also consider your purpose and values of your institution. What is it that makes your bank, your credit union different? And how do you tie that in with this product offering? Some institutions may be wondering where the revenue is in such a product offering. But remember, we want to keep the focus on the relationship and the life stage of your customer. In thinking about a child savings account, how does this deepen and enrich that relationship with your millennial customer? Well, number one, if they have children, this helps them be their parents' best teacher and teaching them how to save and starting early, equipping them with some financial skills. It's also an opportunity to create foot traffic into your bank or onto your website in terms of traffic and looking at the information that you have to offer. So the next time your team gets together to brainstorm the next great product or service, make sure that you're putting your target audience's needs ahead of the bank's. This means you probably need to prioritize and define those target audiences to make sure that you are solving the needs of the particular life stage that they are in. The next thing that you need to do is make sure that that product offering and all of its features align with your bank's brand and its values. When you can deliver this to customers, then you're helping them build long-term loyalty and love for your institution that's going to pay dividends for many, many years.